I'm from Garden Hill, Manitoba. It's a flying community, accessible by Winter Road in the winter time, and most of the year is flying. So that's where we come from, a remote area, and we travel from there. And the Lord has provided ways of travel by air as we minister over the years to other communities, and it's been wonderful. I mean, God has the money if you want to serve Him, okay? He does provide. And my family, I have 4 kids, 4 children, 2 serving Jesus, 2 not yet serving Jesus, 1 foster son, 1 son, 3 girls, and a foster son. And we've been serving the Lord about 30 years now. Came to know Jesus Christ back in 82, I believe. And before that was something I don't really want to talk about, but wishing I had come to know Jesus Christ earlier than I had then. You know, I think about my grandchildren. I think about what they would like to know. They're little kids now. I spent time with them past month, have been wonderful. My daughter come to visit us, and our family just seemed to have gathered together. We have breakfast outside and supper and whatever. We spend time together with our family, young kids. And I'm thinking like the future. I'm thinking like in the future. You know, they want to know what kind of life, what kind of work that I've been doing. And they're aware that I serve Jesus, I preach about Jesus. A little Liev, when he was, I don't know about, barely speaking, is from Round Lake. And he says to his other grandma, he says, me, Daddy, Mommy, and Brendan, that's his brother, our church. They were building a Round Lake church that time, a brand new church. My church, he says, my church, our church, me, Daddy, and Brendan. So he had all this in his head. And he says, me preach Jesus. So I'm praying that he will preach about Jesus when he grows up. My grandpa, I don't remember the first one very much. He died when I was young. But the other one, he died at age 92. He had cancer. And he's a grandpa that I spent a lot of time with at his house when I was a little boy. And I remember that he was a religious man, very religious. And over the years, I came to know Jesus Christ, and I began to pray for him, that he would actually see and know Jesus Christ. That was my prayer. Just before he died, I led him to the Lord at the age of 90. And it was my grandpa. That spring, the Lord healed him of his disease. And he lived another year and a half, I believe, after that, but he died of old age, I believe, after that. Grandpas are important. Grandpas. Mothers are important. And the children, our grandkids, they're watching. Okay, that's the kind of a message I want to bring out today, using the example of Abraham in Genesis chapter 18. If you turn your Bible there. I'll just interpret a little bit of what I'm saying. In my language, I speak Oji Cree from it's called the Arnold dialect. I'm with the Kegonji, I'm with the Hinka, Arnold Garden Hill, that's the next thing I got. And it's very important that we show them what we believe in. Genesis chapter 18, and verse 16 to 19. Verse 16 says, then the men arose there and looked towards Sodom. And Abraham went with them to send them on their way. And the Lord said, shall I hide from Abraham what I am doing? Since Abraham shall become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. For I have known him in order that he may command his children and his household after him, that they keep the way of the Lord, to do righteousness and justice, that the Lord may bring to Abraham what he has spoken to him. Because of Abraham and his example, that's what I want to talk about today. The example, being examples. As people, as fathers, grandfathers, mothers and grandmothers, are you showing them that this Jesus you believe in is a Jesus they will believe in? Are you showing them that? Are you showing them an example? And I want to ask you that question. And it's up to you to answer yes or no. But I'll tell you this. When you go forward, move ahead with Jesus. Showing an example. I tell you, behind you, you'll have followers, family, faithful to Jesus Christ. You might not see it today, but it'll happen. It will happen. I believe that. There's times when I struggled in ministry. When my son was disobedient, when my daughter was disobedient, my two daughters are still disobedient. But I know God hears my prayer. He hears my prayer. And He's brought them to the Lord. He has brought them to the Lord. And He will bring the rest to the Lord. Where are you? Are you showing an example for them to follow? Are you showing a clear message who your God is?
A prayer for my children to hold in love and never to let them go to the world.
On prayer. Anybody else want prayer? To hold in love and never to let him go to the world, but to grow in the grace and the knowledge, give them understanding of the word. And now I give to you everything.
do for me. In your hands, Lord, they'll be forever.